If you thought tarring and feathering someone was just a legend, think again. Outlander's here to remind you that it was real and terrifying. And worse, in this opening scene, Murtaugh is the instigator. Back at Fraser's Ridge, Brianna is still understandably stressed about Stephen Bonnet, working as her own sketch artist to create her own facial composite of her attacker. And her mother, Claire, is busy trying to keep people healthy and fighting an uphill battle. At one point, it becomes clear that a man is dead because his wife accidentally poisoned him trying to help him. Good intentions, bad results. Claire laments to Bree, "It's bad enough I'm fighting the disease, I'm also fighting the cure." She's especially frustrated because this death was unnecessary. She's a surgeon and this was simple appendicitis. Meanwhile, Jamie is out and about with Lieutenant Knox looking for Murtaugh and his gang of baddies. When they come to town, they find out that Murtaugh and his gang are the ones that were in charge of the tarring and feathering, and Jamie is obviously disturbed, but still wants to protect his godfather. They go to the jail to see who has been captured, and you can tell Jamie is very worried that it might be Murtaugh. And then he's relieved that it's men he knows, but not his godfather. And in that way that Jamie does, where he just has so much finesse, he introduces himself to the guys as just a stranger, and they go along with it. Until one of them says, "I'm Murtaugh Fitzgibbons," and Knox puts a knife right through his stomach and kills him. No finesse in that move. Roger and Bree are newlyweds, and even though they love each other, there's still some things to work out. One of the things being that Roger needs to be more of a settler and less of a scholar. He's terrible with guns, and Bree tries to help him, but he's just awful. And he's awful because he really wants to be awful. He doesn't want to shoot things. He even tells Bree about Tufty, a little woodland creature that was part of Scotland culture in modern times. "I'm with you, Roger. Don't shoot Tufty." And yet he feels like he must since Jamie has made him a captain and essentially in charge of Fraser's Ridge when he's gone. Roger even goes to the lengths of having Claire check his vision to see if he can blame his bad shooting on that. But no dice. Really, Roger's problem is also that he just wants to go home. Home to modern Scotland, and he wants Bree and Jemmy to go with him. Brianna is not as into this idea because she doesn't want to leave her mother behind or the dad she just met. Ultimately, though, even if they want to go home, they have to wait and see if Jemmy can hear the stones, and they won't know that for a while because he's just a baby. Claire is also missing things about her home, things like penicillin, and additionally, she has decided that it's time to get some help in her medical practice, and she chooses Marsley for the task. At first, Marsley's shocked to find out that Claire had buried a casket full of rocks instead of the guy that actually died. But eventually, she comes around to it, and Claire thinks she's going to make a great surgeon. Just think, Marsley's basically getting free medical school. At the end of the episode, Stephen Bonnet is seen watching a girl fight and is up to more brutality. I hope Roger does learn to shoot, if for no other reason than if he comes into contact with Stephen Bonnet, I hope he can do something about it.